Now what?
The people who kidnapped my friend, they want me to leave something with you.
What is that?
Some kind of treasure map. They intend to take it from you when they're sure the coast is clear.
I don't want it. Get it out of here.
It's not for you, it's for the kidnappers.
This makes it worse,
Oh,
Nancy.
no, forget it. I don't want any part of this. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Look, it's no big deal. All they want is the map. You've got to do this, please.
Oh, crikey. And now that I've done everything you've wanted, I want you to do something for me.
Sure, what do you want?
Just watch. Remember me, Nancy?
Oh my gosh, you're that guy from New York, the one who threatened the life of Rick Arlen. You're the agent, David, no, Daniel, Darren, Darwin, Derek, Dewey, Dick, Drake.
Dwayne, you idiot! Dwayne Powers!
God, even his name.
Dwayne Powers, right. I thought you went to prison.
I did. For several long years. But they were well spent. You see, one of the men who worked at the Monkey Research Center here did volunteer work at the prison after he retired. We got to be friends. Good friends. Such good friends that he gave me a book the monkeys had found somewhere here on the island. He was sure it would lead to Cibola, one of the fabled lost cities of gold. But he couldn't decode it, nor could I. And then it hit me. A way to find El Toro's treasure and get back at the teenage snoop who ruined my life.
You buried El Toro's book on the beach, then lured us here, kidnapped Bess, and left me those directions so I could dig it up, decode it, and find the treasure for you. And those clues I found suggesting the Gibsons were the kidnappers, you planted them to throw me off track.
Yes! It was all sheer genius!
Oh my God.
I was an up-and-coming actor before you came along. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Well, I was. And as I just proved, I've still got what it takes. You fell for my performance hook, line, and sinker. Not only did I get you to find that map to Cibola, but I had you begging me to take it from you. And I had you believing there were mysterious other people on the island, didn't I? Unfortunately, there's nobody here but me. Heck, I even got you to help undo the damage those infernal monkeys did to my boat. I was brilliant!
All right, so you were brilliant. Now where's Bess?
She's very close, actually. Always has been. Next time, if there is a next time, watch upon whose toes you step, Nancy Drew. Watching where you step wouldn't hurt either.
Oh no.
Oh yes. This is what's known as the end of the line, Nancy. I was hoping to get all three of you down there, but your pal George lucked out. Oh well, gotta be flexible.
No, wait, stop. Come on, Dwayne, let's talk. I want to hear more. You know, about how smart you are for coming up with such an incredibly clever plan.
Sorry, no time. I've got a tide to catch. Hope you're not afraid of the dark.
If you wanted...
No, fortunately, I'm not.
If you wanted George here, then why did you just say Nancy for Nancy to come alone?
Nancy! Bess! Oh my gosh, I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again. Are you okay?
Oh man, am I glad to see you. I mean, I'm not happy you got dumped down here too, but I'm real happy I'm not alone anymore. And now that you are down here, I'm really, really happy because I know you'll be able to get us out. And oh my gosh, you found my bracelet. That is so cool. And I sound like an absolute babbling idiot, don't I?
Sort of. Just try to calm down. Are you okay?
Well, I'm kind of thirsty, and I'm starving, of course. And until he opened the lid just now, it was getting pretty stuffy in here. But otherwise, I'm fine. And I found a way out. Look. You can open it. Locked doors are your specialty.
You found a way out? I'm sorry, is it supposed to be a keyhole? I could barely tell. Okay, not gonna lie. Cool setup, dude. Okay, good. You did follow along with me. I'm like, please don't tell me. Oh, wait, this is everything in the... Huh. This is everything in the picture. That doesn't look pleasant. Okay. There's symbols on all the... Great, thanks. Thanks for letting me have the key. I was really afraid you were going to swing that sword there, not gonna lie. Okay. Oh wait. So we have 2 keys. We don't need 9 keys, do we? Okay, we have this. The man holding the globe and... Okay, let's first read the instructions here. Okay. Here we go. To the one who has entered here, you must now find your way out. 19 choices lie before you. A misstep seals your doom. Age bronze is green. Iron rust red. Cutout plates. Age bronze is green. If the bottom row has 2 or more cutout plates, then key plate is not round. Okay, green, red. But what does the... Because we have these symbols here. We have the... Was that a bee? A sideways happy ghost. B backwards R. This doesn't really correlate to anything here. To the one who's entered, you must find your way out. 19 choices lie before you. Misstep steals your doom. Age bronze is green. Iron rests red. Wait. How do I... Do the keys... I mean, I can't look at the keys specifically, so how do I know if it's red or green? This one looks a bit more red, but it's a bit hard to see. If the bottom row has 2 or more cutout plates, then the key plate is not round. Bottom row, 2 more, so the key plate's not round, okay. If the 4th column from the left contains a wave pattern, then it's not on the last row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the last row is still available from the left, right? Yeah. I mean, is this a wave pattern? Ooh, actually, hold on. The things on the side, like this definitely looks like a wave pattern, but I don't know about everything else. If key plate does not have 2 screws, then it is bronze. If key plate does not have 2 screws, then it is bronze. What? Does not have 2 screws. But like clearly this isn't bronze here. Wait, does... But then this has 2 screws and that's aged bronze because it's green. There's no way I'm reading this right. Or I'm like missing something. If the plate does not have 2 screws, then it is bronze. It is not the key if the plate is bronze and has an empty space directly above it. If this is in the first row, then key does not have 2 screws, okay? I mean, it's not in the first row, it's in the second row, so... Some of these mean nothing, some of these do mean something. If the skull is directly to the left or right of an iron plate, then the key has a cutout. Skull left or right to red. There's only one skull. But there's no cutout. If key is a cutout and not bronze, okay. So I'm like going for the ones that just don't seem to comply.
We can talk later, Nan. Just get us out of here, okay?
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, this place, I don't understand what it wants from me. Oh. I can sort of see... I don't think this applies yet. At all. Some of it is a bit too dark to be able to make note of. Okay. So what the hell am I supposed to do with this again? I don't know. I still have this egg. You want an egg? I don't know what to do with this egg. Okay. I'm going to have to assume that that does not come into play at the moment. So, what exactly does this want from me? I'm alone, last survivor, forgotten tale, 10 years, now sign. Other pieces are safely hidden. I place the final one amongst these pages. My strength weakens. This shall, in all likelihood, be my last entry. I can only hope that this journal is found, and the treasure to which points towards turned over to Spain. On that day, may honor once again belong to and its loyal captain. To the one who has entered here, you must now find your way out. 19 choices lie before you. A misstep seals your doom. I'm just curious. Are there actually 19? 5, 8, 5, 8, 13, 15... 19. There is 19. So I'm like, am I... If the bottom row... Oh wait. Row. Where's the skull? The skull is directly to the left. I must have... If key plate does not have 2 screws, then it is bronze. Some of these I don't understand. If the bottom row has 2 or more cutout plates, cutouts, these, then key plate is not round. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it definitely has more. I have 2 keys though, so I don't really understand what I'm supposed to do with that. If the 4th column from the left contains a wave pattern, then it's not in the last row. If key plate does not have 2 screws, then it is bronze. This one doesn't... I don't understand this one. If the key plate does not have 2 screws, then it is bronze. Does not have 2 screws. Do all the iron ones just simply have 2 screws? Because I look at this, I'm like, this looks like 4 here. So are some of these disguised? Because this one has 2 screws as well. This is also round, so I just don't have to give a crap about it. So this is bronze then, I'm assuming. Is what they're saying. Wait, does not have 2 screws, then it is bronze. Huh. It is not the key if the plate is bronze and has an empty space directly above it. Bronze is green, so not this. Not this. It actually takes away a lot of the green ones, actually. So are these some like falsely painted then? Aged bronze is green, iron rests red. If the key... It is not the key if the plate is bronze, is green, and has an empty space directly above it. If this is in the first row, then blank does not have 2 screws. Okay. That one narrows it down by a lot, actually. If this one is in the first row, then it doesn't have 2 screws. Okay. So, 2 screws. 1. This middle one here. I would say this one, but then it's bronze and it's empty space. 2 screws. 1, 2. Not that one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. My options are now limited to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The which key? I don't know which key I'm supposed to be using. If key is a cutout and not bronze, then plate is round. Then key plate is round. A red cutout has a round plate. That's not cut out. Some of these clearly just eliminate something. At the same time, others are saying what they have to be. Is that what I'm getting? If the 4th column from the left contains a wave, this symbol, pattern, then 4th column from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it doesn't contain a wave pattern, so last row is available. It's such a weird thing. And it's meant to throw... Some of them, I guess, are just meant to throw you off or don't mean anything. The bottom row has 2 more cutouts and the plate is not round. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. So I said 1, 2... Okay, my choices are between this one and this one, then. Because The other ones that I was looking at are round. Okay. So we're narrowed down to 2. I'm hoping I'm doing this right. The plate does not have 2 screws. Maybe I should read this the other way. If it has 2 screws, then it has to be red. It has to be iron. One, two, three. I'm assuming these are screws, or is this a pattern? Oh, wait. So is it this one then? Okay, I guess I got it. Now we need to get the order of this, and there were, let's see, there were 9. Let's just correspond whether or not that fits the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I don't know about this one. 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe they do match? Okay. Or one of them has more than the more than one symbol. So we have our ghost followed by Oh, sorry, you're over here. Does it reset when I this R? I have no idea if it resets. Okay. Don't know if it resets, so I'm gonna... Hopefully it does not. Okay, the shield. The thing. We have... I guess an hourglass with something in running through. Hourglass with something running through. A pulley. We have this. Does that make anything? I have no idea. The hell is that supposed to be? Okay. There's this one. What is this? Like, I'm looking at all these symbols. Do any of them match? That or we do a process of elimination and just go for the one that's not there. Because I don't see how else I'm supposed to figure that out. Okay, question mark for this one. We have the cow and then the woman behind the... Okay, and the one behind this painting is kind of hard to see. It's a bit dark. Oh, there we go. And then this key, which you can't look at. I can't look at this key. I mean, either I don't press all of them. This is the last one I got. Does this mean anything? Does it actually apply? I didn't need to use it for anything else. I mean, we have an X. Okay. Assuming maybe it does not apply. Okay, maybe it does then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It leaves 1, 2, 3, 4. Unless it just resets when I go away. That is a possibility as well. Okay, it resets. That's what's happening. Oh, 2 keys. What is this puzzle? Man, this section is like just puzzle after puzzle after puzzle. Okay, so we got that. Why the hell does this look like a hand now that I'm looking at it? This is done with. There's nothing else. So I guess we're done with the book. Okay, so that just affects the 5. Or I could just solve it. I got myself a bird. Awesome. What did I do that for? Where am I putting this? Do you want a bird? No, really, what did I do that for? What am I doing here? Bess, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I just did, but I made you disappear. I'm so sorry. That was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. Not gonna lie, that really scared me that she just disappeared like that. No, but seriously, what am I doing after this? I got myself a bird. I got myself some treasure. Okay, when I do that, she disappears, which is creepy. Is there... Oh, that's just to... That's to interact. That's her interaction point, but it shoos her away. Okay. Right. I got myself some treasure. No comment from Nancy. What's going on? I don't understand. Help me, please. What treasure is there? If you want, there's a lovely bit of treasure to find before you go, but you don't have to bother if you just want to go. I bet Bess could really use the toilet right now. The key to it is in the key you took from the hourglass back to the blue hole. Oh wait, so this was just an optional thing? I don't understand. This was just an optional thing. I didn't have to do this. Wait, so... Did I not actually get this right? This changed. I just realized it now. This has completely changed. Okay. I guess I got it wrong. Interesting. Okay. The bottom row has 2 more cutout plates, then it's not round. 1, 2, it has more, so it's not round. Okay. There we go. I can't believe... I'm honest, I'm so biffed. I can't believe that was just the... I thought that was going to lead us somewhere, but it was just nothing. It was nothing. Was I supposed to use... I guess I accidentally used the wrong key, maybe? I don't know. If the 4th column from the left has the wave, then it's not the last row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so last row is a possibility. I don't know. I don't think this counts as a wave. If... Which one is it again? Is not the key if the plate is bronze and has an empty space above it. Okay, no green above. Okay, so some of them are like, can be applied to every single round, but others not so much. So... So this one, green with nothing above, no. Because that seems to apply no to any round. If this one is in the first row, then it doesn't have 2 screws. It is not in the first row, so therefore... Is it saying it does have 2 screws? Or maybe it just doesn't matter. If the skull is directly to the left or right of an iron plate, then thing has a cutout. Okay, skull, left or right to red. Okay, so we are looking, it's not round, and it's red. The skull is directly to the left or right of an iron plate, then it is... Oh, sorry, not red. It's a cutout. Oh my god. Okay. If key is a cutout and not bronze, then the plate is round. Again, some of these are just like cutout and not bronze. So it's like if it's a cutout and red, it has to be round. Is that what it's trying to tell me in that one? That one's kind of confusing. And I don't know which one to take this. It's like, so if it's saying... I don't think it's just saying, oh, so the opposite applies. It would be more so that if this is in the first row, then we can eliminate any that are 2 screws. I'm hoping? Is that the way I should take it? A not round cutout. I mean, there's a lot that can apply, honestly. Not round. 4th column from left. Then it is not in the last row. 4th column from the left. If key plate does not have 2 screws, then it is bronze. It is not the key if the plate is bronze and has an empty space. Green and empty space. See, this one's a lot less because this one's the only one that doesn't apply. Or sorry, 2 of them doesn't apply. But either way, this is not round. These are round, so I can't... It has to be a cutout. Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should just go by that way. Not round, has to be a cutout. So, cutout, cutout, cutout. One thing I'm trying to... Like, should I take the opposite to be true if this is the case? If this particular thing is not in the first row, then the key doesn't have 2 screws. But if it is in the first row, then it doesn't have 2 screws. But should I take the opposite, that if it's not in the first row, then it does have 2 screws? Which doesn't really narrow things down much, honestly. Now that I'm looking at it. There's 3 screws. That's round. That's empty space above. That's not cut out. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could do that. Not 2 screws. I mean, I need to narrow things down as much as I can, so... If the bottom row has 2 or more cut plates, then plate is not round. If the 4th column from the left contains a wave pattern, then key is not in the last row. See, this is the one where it's like, so should I take it to mean it is in the last row? I don't think this counts as a wave. I think when they're saying the wave would be this, right? I'm hoping so. A not round cutout. This is green that has a space above. See, then that doesn't work. This is round, this is round, this is round. That leaves us only 2 of these, but then this has 2 screws if I go with the non-screw thing. Okay, that wasn't it. Okay. I mean, it didn't make sense either way. Okay, so that one, I can't take it to be the opposite. So then the not 2 screw ones doesn't really make sense. If plate does not have 2 screws, then it is bronze. If the key... It is not the key if the plate is bronze and has an empty space above. I already got that one. If this pattern is in the first row, then key doesn't have 2 screws. The skull is directly to the left. I mean, at this point, we know it's not round and it's a cutout. This applies. This, technically, I guess, would be an empty space above, so that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think so. 6, 7, 8, 9. Not now. 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So which one is this one? If the plate does not have 2 screws, then it is bronze. Does not have 2 screws. So if this is actually bronze and therefore it's empty above, then that doesn't apply. does not have 2 screws. What? I'm already forgetting. Yeah, it says does not have 2 screws. So this has 2 screws, so that technically that applies. I think I already tried this one, so I know it's out. Okay. This one's really throwing me off. We know the plate's not round. It has to be a cutout. It can be in the last row, but I don't think any in the last row really applies because this is round. This has a space above. This is also round. And we already tried this one, so we know it's not it. So last row is done. If key plate does not have 2 screws, then it is bronze. It is not the key if the plate is bronze and has an empty space circle. But okay, we already got that one. If that doesn't have 2 screws, which doesn't mean anything to me. I'm like really wondering, should I take it then that this specific, are you telling me specifically that this has 2 screws then? Did I say not 2 screws? I mean, it should be does have 2 screws. If I go that way, this has 2 screws. This has 2 screws. And this has 2 screws. Everything else is more or round or cut out. Okay, so I've limited my options to 3 of them. And apparently, according to the walkthrough, I have 3 tries. If the skull is directly to the left or right, then key has a cutout. Okay, we already established that. If it's a cutout and not bronze... Oh, wait. If key is a cutout and not bronze, then plate is round. Okay, well, it can't be round. Those are 2 contradictory things. I've established that it's not round. But this is saying if key is a cutout and not bronze, then it's round. What? If the bottom row has 2 or more cutout plates, then plate is not round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are way more not cutout plates. But then this one is being contradictory because it says... Because where did I establish that if the skull is directly to the left or right of an iron plate, a red plate, then the key has a cutout. If key is a cutout and not bronze, is not green, then the plate is round, which completely contradicts the first rule now. What? I don't get it. How is it both at the same time? I'm ready to just... Yeah, I don't care. I really did not understand that last one. How... Please let me know what I did wrong, or if I'm understanding something incorrectly. Because... Unless this is... I mean, this doesn't matter though. It says left or right. It doesn't have to be both, right? I'm pretty sure it doesn't have to be both. If the bottom row has 2 more cut plates, then plate is not round. These are cutout plates. It clearly has more than one. Bottom row is not round. If the fourth column to the left contains a wave, it's not on the last row. I don't think it matters, that one. Like, is this a wave? Which one? Because this one looks like a wave. Maybe this is the wave. Okay, so it's not in the last row. We'll just, I mean, I think we've, even without that, we established that it wasn't in the last row. Hopefully. I'm so confused. I feel like either the rules get really contradictory with each other, or... I mean, okay, if I go this just one by one, let's try to go down this route. 2 or more cut-up plates on the bottom row, then plates is not round. 1, 2, 3. We have more than 2, so it's a not round plate. I can get rid of all these ones. This is in the first row. So we're looking at green plates again. Where's actually... If this is in the first row, then the key doesn't have 2 screws. Maybe I should just ignore this part, because that's clearly throwing me off. Okay, so if this is in the first row, then it doesn't have 2 screws. I think I can get rid of the entire last row here. A not round. Does that consider it round? Not round. More than 2 screws. A cutout. I have to remember it's a cutout as well. If this is in the first row, then it doesn't have 2 screws. If the plate doesn't have 2 screws, then it is bronze. I need to specifically look for green. Green, okay. A green, not round, not round. Green, not round. Let's just go with that. And then, because it's green, it can't have any empty space above. Oh! See, does this count as like an empty space above if it's on the top row? I can't do this one, I can't do this one, I can't do this one, I can't do this one. Technically, I think I have to ignore the last row even though I tried. Seriously, how did I get that last one? I don't understand. It's a cutout. One, two. A not round cutout. A not round cutout. iron, not round, and a cutout. If this is a cutout and not browns, and the plate is round. So maybe now I have to go for round. A round cutout iron plate. Oh my god. Okay.
Nancy, you did it!
Come on, Bess, let's get out of here.
Bess, you have no idea how long I did it. I probably cut out good 40 minutes.
The plane's coming.
George must have gotten the satellite phone to work.
Both you guys are amazing. George! Hey, George!
Not only had George called the float plane company, but she'd contacted the U.S. Coast Guard and the police in Nassau, San Juan, Miami, and Havana. She even called the FBI, but they put her on hold. Anyway, while Bess and George waited for the authorities, I talked the float plane pilot into taking me up so we could search for Dwayne from the air. We soon spotted his boat about 3 miles from shore and radioed it in. But when they boarded the boat, the police found it empty. Was the boat just a decoy? Did Dwayne meet up with someone and make his getaway in a boat I wouldn't recognize? Or did he, while gloating over the map, accidentally fall overboard and drown? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like anyone will ever know for sure. I, of course, turned the treasure chest Bess and I found over to the authorities. But almost immediately, the Bahamian and Spanish governments were at loggerheads, arguing over which country had the legal right to claim the treasure as theirs. It soon became yet another mystery that may never be solved. As for the Gibsons, they'd been at a week-long family reunion in North Dakota and were mystified upon their return to find the resort overrun with police, government agents, and reporters. They didn't have a clue what had gone on in their absence. But they were happy about all the publicity Dwayne's escapade had generated and offered to let Bess, George, and me continue to stay on for a real free vacation. But we all said no thank you. The only thing that sounded good to any of us after what we'd just been through was good old boring home.
What was Johnny's planned destination on his GPS? I can't remember. Definitely wasn't Bermuda Triangle. It's Danger Reef? I think it was Danger Reef. Okay. Before I even, I was clearly way too tired to deal with that last puzzle. Again, I don't know how much I'm editing out. So again, I'll reiterate just in case it did get edited out. I did, even with using UHS hint system to really understand if I was understanding the rules of the key thing correctly. I think what I was not getting was that depending, especially when it came to two rules that conflicted with each other, which is the bottom row has 2 more cutouts, then it is not round. But then at the end, if you get a certain cutout, but it's iron, then it has to be round. So I think that's what threw me off. That very last rule kind of basically disregarded the very first rule. And that's why the second time took me so long. But that ending, we'll just let this go. Whoa, okay. Super Sleuth, Bat Tracker, Down Under. Man, okay, the achievements are just unlocking right now. That ending was really lame. You don't actually, Dwayne's fate is just kind of up in the air completely. We don't actually even confront him, so it is very odd. In terms of that one aspect, the reason why this game got taken off of Steam, as I don't know how much in terms of spoilers it would have been playing the game, because there are literally only 2 people on the island you can talk to, which is George and the man who turned out to be Dwayne. But yeah, so Her Interactive took the game off of Steam stores, I'm assuming other stores, because of blackface. Now, I'll be honest, it didn't really occur to me that Dwayne was committing blackface. And then, because I for some reason just assumed he was a very tan guy, or at least his facial features didn't really match with that ethnicity. I don't know. There was one, I think it was on Reddit, which I read this, but there was one where it didn't really make it understandable. Like, because I was on the same mind, like, is a bad guy doing a bad thing? But considering Her Interactive, these games are made for all ages, but children will be playing it. They don't want to normalize that, which, from that sense, I can understand. That said, I honestly, just seeing him, thought that he was a really tan dude. I would not have been aware. But yeah, that was Ransom of the Seven Ships. Not a well-regarded game, it seemed, at least from that Reddit post. Which has a very hold on,
Something sinister has been set loose at Waverly Academy. Someone known only as the
We've
Black
already played
Cat
this game.
is terrorizing students, sending them strange notes, which are always followed by frightening accidents. The only way to unravel the mystery is to go undercover as a transfer student and enter the world of cliques and gossip that rules life at this exclusive all-girls boarding school. Help me uncover Waverly's centuries-old secrets and avoid becoming the Black Cat's next victim by joining me in my next adventure, Warnings at Waverly Academy.
Okay, I've already played that game, but if you want to, should be on my channel. I should have a playlist of playlists, and then I have a multi-playlist for Nancy Drew games I played especially. But yeah, extremely lackluster ending. And then mystery-wise, I mean, I guess they tried to make it where it's like, oh, there's multiple people on the island, but it would have been a very bad mystery if someone just out of nowhere came in and was like, yes, I am the culprit, with no connection with the character's events or anything like that. Yeah, I can't really say anything about the last puzzle because, again, I really think it was because it is 11:40 p.m. and I am tired, so my brain is not firing at full capacity. Like when I was doing the scuba diving one, it was just not computing, and I just was not understanding that some of the rules, not all the rules can apply, or some of them can overtake one of the other ones and kind of nix it. Oh, I'm sorry, did we say that was not round? Well, the situation has changed. It is round. But either way, I do not like I kind of wish it would, I mean, if they wanted to do the whole airtime thing, then have a resupplier on the boat. At least that way you're not traveling such a far distance. I mean, it's not that far, but at the same time, the more work you have to do to navigate all the way back to the pier, then you have to do your multiple clicks just to get into the scuba diving gear closet to fill up the tank. It becomes really tedious. So I don't know. I would have definitely preferred it if there was the air supply or like more tanks on the boat. That would have made more sense. It would have made it way less tedious to do some of those puzzles. The monkeys didn't seem to be too much. Is this the bloopers? God, I feel like I haven't seen these in a long time. Let's watch this.
Take one. Speed. Action. Take 5. Speed. Action.
Whoever glued my feet to this thing is in big trouble!
What the heck?
That's a cute
Oh
one.
man, the monkeys must have messed up the coin thing. You're supposed to take the coin, guys. If you'd read the script, you'd know that. Sometimes those monkeys can be so lazy.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely understand why the monkey games, I mean, they felt less important as the time went on, but then especially, I think probably because when you're suddenly taken over as George and suddenly you have to play the monkey.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew.
It forces you to
This
play
is
the
my
monkey
center of
game again.
operations, my desk.
It's
Go ahead and poke around.
really
If
annoying.
you want to know the
Nice.
particulars of how I do what I do,
Nancy, shh. Okay. But yeah, that was Ransom at the Seven Seas. Again, I can't really. Yeah, some questionable choices in terms of either making the puzzles difficult or like some, especially like the fatal error for the sand time thing, the sand time. What would you call them? Oh my god. But yeah, some places where it's like, if you don't get this puzzle done, you're gonna die. And it just seems a bit random when that happens. There's this stalactite falling down. I don't know how much it was needed. But yeah, that's it. I'm really miffed about the ending. I keep thinking about it. And it's like, really? This is where it ends? We escape with Bess. We found Bess. We escape with her. And then Dwayne just poofed. He just went poof. No reason. Not even like, there's no, ooh, there's the folktale that if you mess with the treasure, the ghost's gonna get you. None of that. There's not even like a weird superstition type of thing happening. It's just he went poof. He may have or may have not fallen overboard, but let's be real. If if no one found him by now and he is in the sea, he is dead. Either way, goodbye, Dwayne. Goodbye, Ransom of the Seven Ships. Thank you for liking if you liked. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. Thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys. See ya!